No, I don't believe there is a God, and I don't believe that I don't believe in our courts of law. And the reason why is, as the victim, I wasn't shown any mercy. As a matter of fact, they would have never dragged me through this if they had actually been a merciful court. They would not have allowed somebody else to maintain their belief in God by saying, boy, it was an act of God that I got away with doing that. You don't mistreat people and say that the courts are merciful. You don't drag the victim through the mud and torture and torment them so that somebody who is a defense attorney can get paid. I mean, if they are merciful, if they're doing their jobs, if they were anything that the U.S. stood for, if they had anything about them that was not an act of treason or them wanting to commit an act of treason, they would have shown me the mercy of paying me and not making me wait any longer. But instead, they chose to be merciless and allow the people to get away with committing the crimes and keep me in financial peril. Again, someone that stalks someone wants to control them, wants to control where they go, and wants to control what they say. And they do that financially a lot by getting that person fired or keeping that person in peril, financial peril, and making sure that they are never out of financial danger. I went to college 6 times. The college advertised that I would earn $40,000 a year as a graduate of their school. Now, they claim we don't guarantee that. I mean, while they don't guarantee it, you have to know they advertise that, and I had education before I went there. $40,000 is the least I should have made over the last 20 years for them to hold out their hand and say, pay us for your education, when what they did was they used me to help people who are graduates of their school earn money for sitting on their ass and telling me I can work fast food when I've got 6 times the education of the people that they are helping. And the thing about it is, when I've had an easy job, my easy job has only lasted for 1 or 2 years. Other people get in those jobs and work them for 20 to 40 years. And I've never been given that ability or that privilege. And the fact of the matter is, I'm the one that worked for the money, because I'm the one that got up off my ass and went to college to work for it. For them to give it to somebody else is an injustice. And what gets me is, somebody said, we get $10,000. We got $10,000 just for you staying here. You go and stay here, we'll get more. And it's like, who is paying somebody to torture me and hold me here? Because the county voted to give me $300,000. They haven't given me a dime. If they turned it over to an attorney, the attorney wasn't acting in my interest, wasn't defending me, because they would have given me the money. My point is, if there were a God, they had been merciful enough to hand me that money without making me cry another night, making me cry myself to sleep. If there had been a God, he would have made sure that I had gotten the money and not gone through this. Not to be 66 years old and told to walk 29,000 steps a day just to get a shower and to be able to go where I want to go. I went to college 6 times to live in the nice house. You've given it to somebody who was a drug addict or an alcoholic, all because they went to therapy to better themselves. I went to college 6 times to better myself. 6 times. If you cannot hand that to me out of your own free will, because it's the right thing for you to do, just get it in my hand as fast as you can without me having to move another pencil, another pen, type another letter, or another request for it. There's something wrong with your thought process on how you treat me. And I should not be paying for the therapy of the people who want to mistreat me. I should not be funding someone sitting on their ass in mental health, drug, and alcohol addiction centers to treat people with my money for the people who wanted to mistreat me. I should not be paying for their therapy or their rehab. There's something wrong with your thought processes to slander me online so that I cannot get away from you. And that's what you've done. You've slandered me online so I could not have the money to get away from you. There's something wrong in your brains to keep me like that. Either they hand me that money of their own free will and I not wait another minute. Or you can admit right now that the courts are a bunch of liars. There is no mercy by any judge in that court, because I waited hand and foot on my mom for 24 years, the last 24 years of her life, and the judge pulled the house out from underneath me when Medicaid said we don't take houses away from adult children that have lived with their parents. When the law says we don't take estates that are valued at under $247,000, when the law says we won't take that away from somebody, and for sure they should not have given a church the right to seize somebody else's property so that their congregation can make money and bring a percentage of it to that person. There's something wrong with their thought process to tell me to get my ass out of town because somebody wants my Christmas tree that I collected the ornaments on for over 20 years and have paid rent on for over 8 years, paid rent to store it. Somebody wants it, and now they're telling me to leave with the shirt on my back. And it came from a sheriff's deputy inside the county courthouse. The courts are not merciful. They don't even follow the rules. I can't believe someone goes through law school, that an attorney can go through law school and at the end of law school not even know that their actions are unconstitutional. And I cannot believe that a judge spends as much time in college as they do, and when they get into their judgeships, they have the right to take taxes from me higher than anyone else's, more per dollar from me than anyone else, and give it to somebody. I mean, the impact was 1/4 of what I earned. And if you say, well, a business that earns $100,000 pays 40%, yes, but they have a lot of deductions from that are not included in that, and the percentage is probably a lot lower than that per dollar that they are paying in taxes. I was the taxpayer. I'm the one that's taken it in the ass for somebody else. They would have shown me the mercy of handing me that money. They would have shown me the mercy of handing me that money without putting me through that. And if they believed in God, they would have shown me the mercy, because God is supposed to be merciful. They would have shown me the mercy of giving me the money instead of we showed him the mercy of allowing him to get away with it and calling you a liar.